Hi, I'm Michael Walker from Electric City, and I'm bringing you the best of Winnipeg's electronic music, from drones, techno, to keyboards, and sampling. If computers are making the music, you'll hear it here. Earlier this month, Conrad Sweatman dropped his first single as Blue Bloods. Here he is to interpret his own music in studio. This is Blue Bloods performing Bad Faith.
There's a fire, it's burning up in Dalston, where the men, they can't afford no children. Round the flames, play their games, calling it dissent. Money spent on sweets instead of rent. Shortage high, aroma bags for spare change. Can't oblige, I'm living on a slave wage. One day fine, age 29, own a bespoke suit, courtesy of Sugar Moma's loot. Man preaches to assemblies all about those wrecking golden country. With a wink, raise my drink with wisdom to impart. Ask him, has he read the Book of Mark? Canary war beckons from the distance, offering salvation from my pittance. Roll one up, earn a buck, join a useful class. Engineering moves with a crash.
Well, that was very experimental and different. Thank you so much for stopping by, Conrad.
Well, thank you for having me.
So I understand that that song is called Bad Faith. What does that mean to you? What's the song about?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I hope to entertain people. Obviously, I'm a bit silly, but at a more serious level, I think I'm just trying to get at the peculiar situation that a lot of millennials find themselves in. A lot of them are sort of down, remote mobile, and maybe a bit poor, and I'm trying to ask why. Is it that they're lazy, or is it that the economy is bad? And I'm just sort of playing with both takes on that situation. So.
Okay, that's very interesting. Now, your act is called Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
That's the culmination of years of consideration for a title. But if you can think of a better one, I'm all ears. I think by that I'm just trying to get at the way in which I think the sort of detachment of hipsters is maybe kind of a little elitist or reactionary, and I'm just sort of being playful with that. But it also has a nice alliterative sound, Blue Bloods. I like the way it sounds, and there's lots of O's in it, so I can cross them out. Like, it's sort of the hip way that people are writing their names now. So that's the other reason.
Okay, well, very good to know. Actually, I think Blue Bloods is a fantastic name, so I think you should just stick with it.
I think Michael's a fantastic name, and yeah.
Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. That's all the time we have for now. But stick around for another installment of Electric City. I'm Michael Walker. Don't forget to beat.
She is back, and we love her. Chantel, welcome back home to Winnipeg.
Thanks for having me.
We'd missed you. Well, you know what? You're all over the place. And
Yeah, I come back here all
Yeah.
the time, Tracy.
I know.
I see you more than my mother.
Shh, she's watching.
I know.
But anyways, now Toronto's your home, so tell us, how has Toronto changed you? Are you still good old
I'm
Chantel?
still the same OG, you know? I'm still original gangster, Chantel Marostica. Toronto hasn't changed me at all. Just, I don't know, I feel like I finally found my home. Like when I moved to Montreal, I was like, should I party some more? Okay, I'll just be 22. I don't know, I just found my home. That's it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's made me more like self-confident about my comedy and stuff, because I was here for so long, and you just like hit a glass ceiling, as women always do, and yeah, I don't know.
But you have grown up in a lot of other aspects, so let's talk about life
Oh yeah,
and some changes.
yeah. Let's talk about them. I'm so awkward. Oh my god.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so tell us, what's happening in your life?
I recently was hired on the Second City teaching faculty to teach stand-up at Second City, which is like a huge dream. I always like wanted to go there when I was younger, and now I'm teaching there in January. And I started a production company called Queer and Present Nature Productions to just tour queer acts around Canada and just find work for queers. And it's going to just be a database of all the queer comics in Canada, so that if a Pride comes to us, like we can just be like, what's your budget, and send a bunch of queer acts there, just so we're just making work for ourselves.
Wow, and so we were talking beforehand, and it is tough. It's tough for queer acts in comedy to get the gigs.
Yeah, well, you're just competing with another person always, because you're the, people want diversity on their lineups, like even Toronto, the lineups are so diverse, but it's like, oh, we have the lesbian, perfect, we met that quota, and also she's a woman, perfect, we get fill it up with men now, great.
And is it still really an old boys club?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, even I found that Toronto was so much more progressive. Like men will come up to me and I'll be like, "You're funny for a girl." They're just like, "You're funny," but that's like came with me having a lot of experience. I see a lot of girls that like more cisgen women. Like I am one of the boys because I kind of look like I am, or I look like Guy Fieri, whatever. You still see it, and the like open mic scene is really, really bad for women. It's really sexist and weird.
Wow. So, like, how can we help, or I guess, what are you doing now? I mean, at the start is right with your production company, but I mean, even to get the word out. I mean, even to get local acts on TV and stuff like that. Would that be something that would help?
Yeah, I guess Winnipeg's doing great. Like the exposure that, like, I did the empowerment showcases, and Dana started the women's open mic, and there's like 40 women doing comedy now, when there was like 2 when I left. So I think we're doing great. Well, you were talking about maybe doing some tapings for the community, and that would be great to get some of the girls on television. Just get them that experience so that they can work up to being on the CBC or something like that, like getting a gala or something. Just get them TV ready.
Yes, and some good news happening on the career end of it for you too in the spring. Halifax.
Yeah, I got Halifax Comedy Festival.
Woohoo! How come not Winnipeg?
I haven't found out about Winnipeg yet. I submitted for a bunch of galas. I was like, this is my year for a gala. So they put out like 4 topics, and I was like, neighbors, I have no material on that. So I was like, let's make it up. I just wanted to guarantee that I might get a gala. So hopefully I get one in Winnipeg, but I have one in Halifax. It'll be my first TV taping, other than the Kevin Hart taping that I did at Just for Laughs for his Laugh Out Loud network.
Wow, that is very
Humble
cool.
brag.
I'm curious, Chantel, what are some of the misconceptions? And let's take it in a broader sense, women in comedy. What are some of the main things that you see as obstacles for women?
I feel like it's always like, oh, you're funny for a girl, but we're just all people. Like, I don't know, being gay or straight, being a POC, we all have something to say and we all have a story. It doesn't matter if you're a woman or not, you're still gonna be funny. I don't know. It's, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
Obstacles that, well, what are some of the obstacles you've had to overcome in your career?
I guess I started in Montreal, and it was just like me and Deanne Smith, who are really the like up-and-coming females on the scene. And then moved back to Winnipeg, and I was like the only one. And there was like, there's Carol Litwin and Heather Witherden were around later on, but I was just the only one. And men will be like, what are you talking about? Like, why do we need more women in open mics, the women's open mic and stuff? It's like, well, you're not a woman, so you don't live in our shoes. You don't know what the scene is and how toxic it is for women because you are a man. And it might look the same to you because you're in the same scene, but you don't know what it's like to walk in a woman's shoes. It's always different. I don't know, I guess supporting the women's open mic. Like, go to the women's open mic, support local comedy, and support the boys. Ashley Burdett, Dana Smith, Angie St. Mars, they're all killing it. Lara Ray is just grown so much as a comic, and I don't know, she's killing it too, and she's being so supportive. Like, she put the word out for more women to submit to the Winnipeg Comedy Festival, and they've had more submissions by women than ever before, and probably more than men, which is crazy.
Yes, yes.
Because women don't like ask for things. Like, men will be like, I'm submitting, and I've been doing it a year. But women are like, I don't know, am I ready? It's like, just submit, because it's practice.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, we are so proud of you, girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know?
Thank you.
And just have confidence, which you always do.
Yeah?
You do. You have confidence.
I just exude it. With all this hair on my shirt. Maybe just run with
Exuding your inner beauty and embracing it.
I'm so good at it. I'm so good at it.
Well, we're so happy to have you back, and all the best for 2017, girl.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the third dance video in the series Living with Anxiety, called Taking Up Space.